back in the 80s, Cosmic Kev. Now we're getting up to, now I want to get up to again where Cash, Jeff, all these other DJs, now they're coming up the pike, and you know, what was that era like?
So I'm gonna give you a true story, and I can't remember this guy's name to save my life.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do we're doing all the parties around the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to do the 52nd and Chestnut Walk, doing parties there. So it was this guy. He was part of this crew called the Network Crew.
Okay.
So I seen on the flyer, I seen Jazzy Jeff and the Network Crew.
Okay.
So I seen Jeff, but he wasn't electrifying. He was just like regular smuggler. Like he was just like, but I think to his credit, I think the setup wasn't his type of setup.
Okay.
So when it was over, I'll never forget, this guy came to me. He's like, Kev, I'm telling you, this nigga Jazzy Jeff crazy. Like, I'm telling you, right? So I'm like, all right. Like, he said, no, I'm telling you, he crazy.
Like, all right, okay.
I was like, okay. But I didn't see that when I see him there.
Right.
So he was like, listen, I'm telling you, you got to come to this party. This next party I'm doing, I'm telling you, this guy's hot. So I don't know what party, I don't know where we went, but I seen him. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yo, this motherfucker, like, and he introduced me. We got introduced, and you know, this is when Jeff was living on Rodman Street. So the guy was, so you know, I think we exchanged numbers, whatever. And I went to Jeff's house on Rodman Street.
Right.
So he was doing his thing, but then he was also producing beats. So I was like,
Jeff has always been a producer.
now this is before Will Smith.
Right,
Okay.
Right.
Okay, this is way before Will Smith.
This is way before Will Smith.
Okay.
Will Smith wasn't in the picture at this point. So only people in West Philly knew who Jeff was, but he wasn't known anywhere else outside
Of West Philly.
West Philly. So this is a true statement. I know Jeff he would tell you this. So I said, look, at this time I was doing this club called Kim Graves. It was on South Street. We were doing it every Sunday. It was me and Nell. We would do it every Sunday. DJing. So I said, Jeff, if you know what, you could come down. I usually go on last. You can come down. I would give up half of my time to you. Now, the traditional old school style of DJing is you had the two turntables on the left or the two turntables on the right and the mixer on one side.
Okay.
The the natural way is had a mixer in the middle, table here, table there.
Right.
So Jeff was the one that had it that way, and I knew when he would come down, I would have to switch it.
Okay.
So I mean, it was cool. He's like, nah, I'm cool with that. So Jeff came down to Kim Graves, and I played for 30 minutes, and then we switched everything around, and he got on, and motherfuckers lost their mind, as I knew. He lost their mind, and he started. It seemed like he started getting a lot more notoriety.
Right.
Because I'm not saying I'm responsible. Please,
No. This is
I'm responsible. No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying he started getting a lot more notoriety.
Yeah.
Around the city. Now, the one part I don't mean to leave out. When I went to Jeff's house on Rodman Street, I remember this precisely. Jeff told me, he said, yo, if you think I'm nice, you gotta hear this guy Cash Money. I didn't know if Cash Money I knew of Cash Money from Jeff.
Right.
Okay.
Never met him. Didn't know.
So that's how you met. That's how you met Cash through Jeff.
Well, no. That's how I was introduced.
Oh, okay.
I was introduced. I'm saying about him through Jazzy Jeff. I was like, yo, if you think I'm nice, yo, it's this dude named, like, he was bigging him the fuck up. Like,
okay.
To me, I ain't hear him, nothing. So he was like, yo, like, you gotta hear him. So I didn't actually hear Cash Money maybe like a month, 2 months after Jeff did Kim Graves.
Okay.
Jeff started getting booked for more parties.
Because he's leading right into my next question.
He started getting booked for more parties. Come on. And I think the last party that me and Jeff DJ'd in the same vicinity was Drexel. They had a big party at Drexel. I was on the bill. Jeff was on the bill. I don't know if Nell was on the bill, but Jeff was on the bill. Did the same. Once again, Fresh Prince was not around at this era, at this time.
This is all still before Fresh Prince.
I think he had a rapper named Ice, MC Ice. I can't remember that
forgot
guy.
it. Yeah, but I heard about this.
I think I can't remember. Shout out to him, but he was going through different phases with different rappers, but he was doing that, and it seemed like after those things, he started taking off more and more and more.
Okay.
Like, I'm saying Forrest Philadelphia. I'm not talking about the new music seminar, none of that.
So I guess because you brought it up, right? We always talk about some of the things that DJs do. One of the things that stand out is the Transformer scratch, and so and me and you, we always talk about this all the time. I've always wondered, because it's always a gray area for me of who actually did the actual Transformer scratch. Now, again, I'm only going by, the fact that I wasn't there. You know what I mean? I didn't live through that era.
Can I say something before you get to this? I was told a story.
Yeah.
Because, it's always in the DJ world, it's always
yes.
Weird questions. I was actually told that neither one of them actually invented the Transformer scratch. And I can't think of the DJ's name from Philadelphia. It was somebody actually doing it.
I know. I'm going to get to that.
Oh, word.
So, I'll answer all that for you.
Oh, okay, word.
So I guess, because Kev, of course, you were in that era. You were there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go. Yeah. Well, let Kev continue.
There you go. I would
like to hear
I guess my question is, I would like to see. I would like your perspective of how that all went down, and I guess in your opinion, who you feel.
Okay, so let me just say this before I even answer that question.
Yeah.
Right.
There is no way that you can hide the fact that Jazzy Jeff and Cash Money, I'm going to give them both.
Okay.
They took DJing to a whole different stratosphere. Like I'm just going to be honest about it. And I'm going to say this because I get tired of answering this question, or people be saying this. I have never battled DJ Jazzy Jeff. Never. I've never battled him. People always say that.
That's in the streets. Y'all battle.
I never listen, and I've said this. Charlie Mack has some documentary. I guess it's never coming out.
Shout out Charlie.
Shout out Charlie. I'm not throwing a shot. Me and Charlie in good space. That's my guy.
That's my brother.
I love Charlie.
But we did a documentary one day. It was me, Cash Money, Jazzy Jeff, and And to be honest with you, I said in this documentary, I never battled Jazzy Jeff. Mm-hmm. If I would have battled Jazzy Jeff at that time, I would have lost. Like,
really?
No, I would have lost. Because
that's honest for you to say.
I'm keeping it the fuck real. Like, the problem with people is, like, people don't want to admit something. They too busy worrying about looking bad instead of looking at the truth. Once again, when I told you, Jeff and Cash took DJing to a different level. Mm-hmm. Like, the same thing I felt like I took DJing to a different level from Grandmaster Flash and Grandmaster Theodore. Right. He took it to a different level from me. Like,
right.
It just it is what it is. Like, he took it to
Like they looked at you, and then they said they took what you.
They
had
like we
and
gonna
they
get
enhanced
we gonna get real wicked with this shit.
it. Okay.
It's just like a car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit, the S600 from years ago ain't the S600 now. It's like the,
yeah.
same, the new one got, you know what I mean? Bluetooth.
They enhanced it.
Right.
So, yeah.
So it's like it's with anything that people don't understand that like it's called evolution and things becoming better.
Hey, that's a. Yeah,
So, yeah, at that time, like, no, I definitely would have lost. Like, I ain't got a problem saying that.
Yeah.
But I never battled. I get tired of people asking me that.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so look,
I was never going to ask you that. I wasn't even.
I battled a lot of
but-
DJs, but we never battled.
But he's saying that on unscripted, y'all. He's never battled Jeff.
I never
He's
have.
never battled.
Exclusive.
And I will say this, and we're gonna get to your question.
Okay.
Jazzy Jeff has always been a humble guy. He's just
So that's always the question.
he's
I
like,
always
yo,
ask.
that guy humble as shit. Like,
I asked you that the other day. We was on the phone. And I
Yeah.
said, yo, I said, Kev, man. I said, because I know Jeff, good guy. But I know Jeff now, right? But, niggas change. You know what I mean? Like, like
No,
think about it.
niggas change.
Over time, like you might be a good motherfucker now, but back in the day, you could have been a Joe Dickhead.
right?
You know what I mean?
no.
So then when I asked him, I said, so how was Jeff back then? He said, same way he is now.
No, he the same. He's been humble. And once again, I'm going to put this out there. We're going to move on to that question. I heard of Cash Money from Jeff.
Okay.
Right.
Like he was praising this guy. Like, nah, you got to hear him. Like I'm telling you, got to hear him. So, and then I remember seeing Jeff and Cash over at Rutgers in Camden, and they did this thing called the Twins of Spin. When one would get on the turntable, the other like they would go
Like
around
a
and around.
wheel to wheel.
So, yeah. So, there's always been a great mystery and comparison on them two. It's always been a great comparison on who made the Transformers first. Listen. So the first time I heard Transformers scratch, it's this club called It was called Circus City.